Hello, my name is Greyfucks and welcome on back to another episode of Unorthoblocks. Man, does it feel good to be saying that. Wait, hang on a sec, we're playing in 1.15, what am I doing? Now that is a lot better. I've really missed having shaders. So, welcome on back to Unorthoblocks. As I say, it's been a while since we've actually built anything. We did a little bit of a world tour in the last episode, so you should definitely check that out. And damn, I really forgot how good shaders winds up looking. As I say, it's been a long time. So this is going to be our main base. It's going to be a dwarven themed build. We're going to be building up a mountain over the top of this. I really want to get a slow turnaround so I can take a decent look at it. Yeah, it's massive. It's so big. It's just going to be even bigger. I'm really excited to actually be getting back into this project. However, that is not going to be the focus of our episode today. Yeah, the shaders make this build look even cooler than it was to begin with. That is something to look at. Well done, Mighty. That is a really great build. The sun is setting and it looks awesome, but yeah, what we're going to be doing today, there is a reason I'm coming over here, and to be totally honest, I might just need to sleep. Yeah, because I don't want anything blowing up yet. Let me go sleep. So, for today, I've had a bit of an idea for a shop that I want to build, and we're essentially going to be working on that. And I did a very long time ago sort of steal this edge of a mountain here, but I don't know whether that's going to be the right place to put this. It will help a little bit because I do want some of it to be quite concealed, and I think I've got a pretty good idea for a fairly unique shop, which you're just going to have to wait till a little bit later on in the episode to find out what we're going to be doing. But for the first part, before I do anything else, I've got a whole bunch of resources that I need to gather. Now, I might get lucky and I might be able to grab some of this just from around the shopping district while I'm going, so let's have a look in here. Forge has just taken over all the shops from what I can see. Right, there's not any decent blocks. I really wanted cyan terracotta. That is like the main block that I really wanted to get a hold of. We can take this grey concrete. I believe it was 1 diamond per in here. 1 stack equals 1 diamond, yeah. So we are going to grab up 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to give up 4 of these diamonds. And yeah, basically there's just a whole load of stuff that I need to collect. We're going to take them as well, just because why not? I don't know when the last time these shops got refilled, so it could be a little while before they actually are, so might as well take what I want and what I need. Oh, we are going to need quite a lot of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, I have actually got quite a few diamonds, so I'm not too worried about spending that much. There you go, that's the first time we've had stone bricks. Anyway, right, before I ramble on too much, I need to go and collect a load of stuff, and I will catch you guys once we've got all of that sorted. And that flight did not work out. So I've gathered up a whole bunch of resources now. It doesn't really look like there's too much there. This isn't going to be the biggest shop in the world. There's still a few other bits that I need to get, but I kind of decided I wanted to get started actually building this place up. So we're going to be building the internal shell first, and we're going to get all of the inside laid out and all of that, and then we're going to come back and do a second pass and build the outside of it after the fact. So basically it's going to give us a 2 thick wall, which should allow us to get a bit more detail in where we need to, and hopefully it will just sort of help save on some materials in a way, because as I say, a bit of this is going to be buried underneath the dirt at the top there, just because it's going to save materials. Basically, that is literally it. But we're going to have a pretty decent looking outside bit, and then the good thing about it is if we really want to in future, we can expand by using the top section of this build and digging back into the mountain again a little bit more, so it can save us a little bit of space. I have decided that it is going to be here. We got our nice little mole friend here selling coal. How much is the coal actually? Stack for a diamond, which is pretty cool. And we got our slime shop nearby. We got our little peddler's wagon just off in the distance over there. And oh my god, I just remembered. I can zoom in. I've really missed this function. Yeah, zooming in, it's cool. Anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get things measured out. I'm going to do a little bit of digging. And I'm basically going to build the entire shell of the build without putting anything on the inside other than scattering some torches around to stop mob spawning. But that should be fine. And I'm wondering if I have any game audio come through, because I've just looked at OBS and it doesn't look like there is. Or is there? Let me check again. No, there is game audio. That's weird. It just wasn't picking anything else up. Anyway, that was a bit of a ramble. Time to do some work. So I've been hard at work at this for a little while now, and can't actually remember if in the last clip I told you where this shop is going to be, but it is going to be a record shop. So we've got everything set up. There's enough barrels here for every single record, and we've got some jukeboxes over here so people can listen to them and decide whether they want to buy them. But this shop is also going to be doubling up as a noteblock shop, so people can order custom noteblock songs. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be charging yet. I've still got a little bit of work to do, but basically I've built like the inner shell of the shop. There's still a little bit of decorating that I need to do, because at the moment it's looking pretty bland, to be honest. We've got like a little pretend computer over here using a birch trapdoor and a button. I think it almost fits the bill. But this storefront here, I don't really expect many people are going to buy the records. I am going to need to build a record farm for this, and I'm going to do it underneath the shop, just so that I can have the shop constantly replenishing itself, basically. Anyway, if we come through to the back here, we have our little note block. Well, this is a waiting room, actually. So what I thought was I'd build like a bit of a recording studio. So I've like doubled up on the glass there just to sort of create that air gap to help isolate sound. Like, I really wanted to go for a realistic feeling studio. And this is actually based on the studio that was in my college when I was doing that quite a few years ago now. I think I did a pretty good job of recreating it, to be totally honest. But yeah, in here we got like a little bit of a waiting room, so there's just some chairs and a table. Couldn't really think of what else to do with this room, to be honest. Its main purpose is going to be this area here, where all of the items from the record farm are going to come up, and yeah, we're basically just going to store them here, move them over into the main shop. So if we come through here, we've got everything here I've sort of designed to almost be a realistic studio. So there's air gaps, just so that sound doesn't travel as far through. So we've got loads of soundproofing ideas going on. Double doors pretty much everywhere. This is a bit of a dead room here, which in my college we used to actually use this room to record isolated vocals. It was actually a ridiculously good space to do it in. So I guess I could put like a fake mic in here. But if we come through into here, we got the main mixing room. So again, we're just acting this out as a computer, and this being the mixing desk using the looms. We got note blocks up there acting out as if they were speakers. Now this isn't 100% accurate to what my college was like. The computer, we actually had 3 screens and the speakers were behind it as well. But obviously Minecraft, we got to make some adjustments where we need to. So in the side you can see through here, we've got what we used to call it the live room. So we go in there and record like as a whole band essentially, and get the initial demo out, and we would record, all drums would be recorded in that room just because it's got a nice space to it. And on the other side here we had like a little piano room. So yeah, I've tried to reenact that as best as I could, and this is where we pretty much come to record most other things, like, you know, we get guitars set up in here and all of that sort of stuff. Well, realising that is going to happen pretty much every time we walk in and out. But yeah, so we had like loads of mic racks behind there. this was just like a little slide door that you could open and close. I need to get some flower pots to put on the top of these to act out as microphones. But yeah, we had like a little upright piano in here, and actually it's kind of weirdly nostalgic having built this. It's made me think a lot about times at college, which was about 10 years ago now, so yeah, it's been a while. I need one more loom to finish this little keyboard off, which is a little bit annoying, but we've got a little amp down there, we've got a big amp up there, and we got like a little makeshift drum kit. It doesn't look great, but I think you can get the idea of what's going on with it. Anyway, before chatting for way too long, we still have quite a bit of work to do on this build, so obviously I need to build up the outside. I don't want it to just look like this, so we're going to go for a bit of a modern look, and we're going to be using a mixture of bricks and, if I can find any of it, well, granite basically, yeah. So a mixture of bricks and granite to create a bit of a modern feel to the build on the outside. I'm going to bring this back a little bit more just so we've got the other window open, and yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of terraforming. And some other things we need to do is build the creeper farm, and what I kind of want to do is hook up in here so I have a button that I can push. I'll send a signal through one of these looms into an observer, and it'll trigger a bunch of note blocks, and we'll have like a little demo song in here. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea, and I think we'll take payments from this room as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with those other little bits, and I'll catch you guys once all of that is done and we can take a final look at the shop. Hopefully it will be up and ready. And here we have a completed build for the most part. It's not actually ready to trade yet. I still need to get hold of all the music discs, but we'll go in and take a look in a moment. I just figured we'd have a bit of a look outside with the shaders on to begin with. So I've got like some plants and that about. We're using granite and bricks just to create a bit of texture, and we've got some smooth stone slabs just going along the top there. So the idea is here, if we want to, we can expand upwards and we can open another shop sort of coming off of the roof. So yeah, we could cut this back a bit more and make another build of a similar sort of vein, or maybe something completely different and pop it on top of here and have another shop going. I think that is a pretty good idea. It just gives us a bit of space to expand upwards, and this shopping district is pretty big now, so yeah, it's kind of a way to save a little bit of space as well. And plus, if we go up higher, that means this build's just going to be even more noticeable. Anyway, let me get these shaders off. Okay, so coming in, we have the main shop floor area. This is where we're going to be buying all the music discs. Eventually, we'll have item frames along the front with like a test copy of each one, which can be brought over to these jukeboxes here, so if people want to hear what the track sounds like before they buy it, they can. Not sure how much I'm going to be charging for these things yet. I've still got a tiny bit of decorating to do. We've got like a little fake computer there. I think, hang on a minute, I've already done it all. I've actually already come in here, haven't I? So now I have a choice. I either keep that extra clip in where we start to do another little tour, or I can cut it out. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the reason I was starting to do a little tour is because I'm actually completely out of time now. There is one little thing that I can show you. This place is pretty disorientating. You can get lost quite easily, but you know, this is the main recording room, and this will bring us back outside. Still a bit of decorating to do here and there, but if we come downstairs now, this area is done, and I've got it switched off at the moment, but we have a skeleton in there. If we remove this dirt block, he's going to shoot at an iron golem, which is, you can just about see him there. And because of the water, the arrow's never going to make it to the golem. In fact, let's just demonstrate it real quick. So yeah, you can see straight away he starts firing at it, but because of the water, the arrow always misses. Either hits the fence or it lands down there, so nothing to sort of worry about there. And then we just have like an item filter here well, not an item filter, an item delivery system here for any drops that go through that hopper there. Now, I've made a tiny creeper farm, but I really need to expand it. I thought I'd get away with just doing like one tiny tier, but as it turns out, I'm going to need a bit more than that, and also I'm going to have to condition the area quite a bit. Hence for why I'm going to be ending the episode off here. So let's just pop back out the front. I hope you've enjoyed the episode today. It's really good to be back on the Unorthoblocks server. I've had quite a bit of fun building this up and just sort of chatting away to people a little bit more than I have been lately. So that's all great. Between episodes, I'm going to get this finished up. We're actually going to get some stock in, and we're going to get a noteblock song going so that we can promote the other part of the business. But for the time being, this business is closed. We are not open for business. In fact, let's board it up with something. What have we got? We got any signs? Sign would be good. No signs. Let's just use trapdoors. We're just going to board the whole thing up. Can't get in. We are not open for business yet. Perfect. Right, in our next episode, what I want to do is a bit of work on our actual base. I think it's about time we started making a bit of progress on that, and we started getting a centralized storage area, because at the moment all of my stuff is sort of spread out around like everything. Everywhere I go there's just stuff, you know. I've got 4 full chests of things there now, stuff at my starter base, stuff at the mini games, stuff at the other base. I think I've even got a load of stuff at the gold farm. But yep, take care, catch you next time.